My name is Kevin Robinson, and this is my book that I've written with Mr. Leroy Hutchinson, his wife, and Monique, and their team. And as you can see, as promised, he came through, True Pain, a real life story.
1998, a year that lives with me, and one that can never be forgotten. And it can never go away. It is a year that I will always remember, for it changes my entire life forever. And it all started one evening
when two of my friends and I went to look for another friend. We always did that when I was not working or on Sunday evenings. It was one of our usual chill spots. We could sit at the roadside at my friend's gate and laugh and talk like teenagers tend to do. At that time, none of us know the promise of that fateful day in December. Later that December evening, something happened that would change my life forever. From that moment, nothing was ever the same. In the heights of our innocent conversation and carefree laughter, the arrows of the guns came calling in the evening, arrows which terrify the land of the living and bring forth destruction and death. You could hear the guns as they exalted themselves, echoing near and far. They came to take out one of the world's brightest stars, but my God was right there with me. He was not far.
Last September when we came here, you expressed your desire to have your book published. So when the publisher reached out to you, what was your reaction?
My reaction was great, man. I was elated to know that, yes, finally, my book I go get to work on, and the good Lord's will, we would live to see it come to pass, just like how we see it come to pass now. And at the same time, many publishers, they reach out to me, but entire link me and they tell me that Mr. Leroy Hutchinson, Lincoln thing, And me say, yeah man, say me I go work with Mr. Leroy Hutchinson though. Yeah man, me I go work with him, man. And boy, I tell you, God never seen a better person come.
Kevin's book to me it's a story that should be read. It highlights one of the issues that we even have in our country as to crime and violence, and how Kevin became a byfactor, if that's the right word, of the tragedies that our young people, and especially our young men, go through at a tender age. And if you read the story, he's still suffering from what happened on that day. But thank God, this story of his true pain, a real life story, highlights how much of a purpose-driven young man he is, who continues to fight life. And I believe it's something that everybody should get a chance to read.
I was scrolling through Instagram, I think, when I saw the video, and I heard Kevin when he said, gunmen basically robbed me of the ability to dream before I had that opportunity to do it. And I listened to the video, and just listening to it, I was like, I have to share this with my husband. So I shared the video with him, and we, it progressed. We met Kevin, we spoke with him, and we got the manuscript and we read it. And it was like I was in the story. I was at the location at the time when he got shot. It took me back to a time when I wasn't around, but I got to experience it with him. His pain, his joy, his strength. It caused me to take a second look at life and realize that things are not as hard as I may think they are, because look at Kevin, and he's still here, he's still pushing on, he's still making a difference all around the world right now. He's still making a difference in his grandmother's life, and that to me spoke of a strength that a lot of us should aim for as individuals.
One night he said to my father, say, somebody want to write a book about my life story. And he said to me, say, you sure you can manage it? I say, yes, man, we can manage it, man. You know what I mean? So, I just decide and just set my mind and just do the thing, For me, even when I'm no more, I want this book to be like the legend that will never die, and the hero that is always remembered. Someone that book here for me. You know, want it to be great.
The first part of Kevin's story, when my wife sent me the Gleaner video from Instagram, I can remember him saying, let me read a part for you. It was 1998 and he started to read and that just hit me because it has been playing in my mind since. And even when I called Olivia to get this, you know, connection to Kevin and everything, and then we got the manuscript and everything, I said to the team, you know, let us start the book with that opening story. And so we did, because I believe it would have been the story in people's mind as they watch the video, and it would be very good to see them opening a book and see the very same story, you know, starting the same way.
And keep me up to date step by step, you know, and keep me included all the way, you know. Him always a link me up and say, Kevin, so and Kevin, you need to do this, you know, and always point me in the right direction, and, you know, he give me the guidelines and things. And him honest with me straight up. You know, even when time people say, Kevin, you have to be careful, you know, because after we say this and that and ray and whatever, I say, tell them, say, look here, man. Me know that mankind stay, but you see me trust Mr. Leroy Hutchinson to deal with the thing for me. Yeah, and I know, say, Kevin, don't worry yourself, man, you're in good hands. Because I guess you go on, right, deal with it for you. Me and my wife and the team, I deal with the thing for you, and you don't have to worry. Because we not take nothing from your book. You know, all royalties are go to you and them things there. You don't have to worry. This is our way of showing appreciation for helping you. You understand? And see it here.
It took us, I think, a little bit over 7 months, the
Yes.
entire process. We had to, one, get the manuscript. We divided the book between 2 editors at first who took the opportunity to type over, transcribe his writing, put it into a Word document. Then we spoke with Kevin. He sent us some voice notes, so we then had to type those out, compile the entire thing, break it down into chapters, because he didn't break it down into chapters just yet. He just told the story as it happened. The final chapter, Mr. Hutchinson here, he took on that task of wrapping it up, getting Kevin's opinion. What is the final thing you want persons to hear from you when they read your final chapter? So it was an exciting process, a very different process for us, because generally authors send us their manuscript already completed, already broken into chapters.
What has the feedback been like?
Oh gosh, man, the feedback is really tremendous, may I tell you. Really, really great. Some of them, and the time I read the review, some of them just want to bring tears to my eyes. Sometimes people them feel like me a hero and something. Some of them say, Kevin, you know, say all the book like this, you need to donate all the book to the prison facility, and then something. Them book here to reach all of them place there. You know? Yeah, man, so it make me feel great now myself, you know? You know, say even though I'm there at a spot, but at least something good have been come out of this.
We released it on the 2nd of August, and that very same day it sold 19 copies, and it sent Kevin to about 7th place in the new release, and also somewhere in the teens on the bestseller list in its category, and it has been doing well ever since. One of the goals, aims that we have is that we will sell for Kevin 100 copies in August. So far we are at 66 when we checked it a while ago. And so we are we're pushing persons to go on Amazon and get your copy.
I never know that I would live to see a dream like this, but yeah, as the song say, I got to be dreaming, but right now, I'm not dream at all, because I'm all the thing in my hand, you know? Yeah, man, I give God thanks and praise. So I'm asking you guys, yeah, you can go out and get this book. I know Mr. Leroy Hutchinson and his team, they are working to get in some copies in the country, but right now it's only available on Amazon at $11.
The end game of Kevin's story is to have his book launch online. So we're looking at September 25th, and we are asking you to be a part of this book launch. Also, our dream is to get Kevin on TV, radio, just telling his story and just promoting this story of his. We see Kevin as a motivational speaker. in this time and age in our country as a young man. And so we are seeking any help we can get to help to push Kevin in this direction, because it is possible and we believe it's possible. So see you at the book launch.
I decided to put my story in our writing because it will able to stay here for a good time, you know? Yeah, I want people to read my story. I want the story to reach out there. I want the story to be a great motivation and an inspiration for others.